You look like Men in Black. You're like a CIA. Looking for snipers. I knew you were in the cover. I knew you were in the cover.
Iya, kalau satu jadi tinggal terima.
Hello? It's working. Afternoon all. The biggest crowd I think we've had absolutely since we started this back 9 years ago. I'd like to first of all welcome the class of 23. They're all dedicated workers. They have done great work in their field and they have been recognised by being able to come into the academy and try to progress. Some people may be happy to stay where they're at, but it is a progression in life to go through the academy. So I'd like to wish them all every bit of success. We have a lot of guests here today and clients, and likewise I'd like to welcome you all and thank you very much for making the effort to come. It's the biggest day of our year, and it's probably the biggest day in my life, is to have this academy celebration every year. The academy started 9 years ago. It started with 5 people, and it was Maria who accelerated it and brought it to the level that it's at. So we're now looking at, or we have introduced an executive academy which started earlier this year. And the executive academy is an opportunity for people to develop and grow further. The people that we have in the academy, and there's 10 of them, we're looking at these people to become the executives of the company in the future. So hopefully in 5 years' time, if we continue our growth, we will need all the executives that we can possibly get and have them trained to the culture of the company and carry on the culture of what we have. And our culture is based on treating everyone as you would like to be treated yourself. Recognising people for opportunities and giving them opportunities and being a leader in our industry, which I believe we are at the moment. Our new offices here, the Minister is going to officially open them today. It's a major investment that we made this year, and we made it based on that we wanted to keep the heart of the company in East Galway and give the opportunities to the locality for good jobs and careers and go way down into the future. So with that, I think we're going to go out and are you going to come next step? Okay, so listen, you're all welcome again. Looking forward to having a chat with everybody now that the pressure is off that we have.
Thank you, Sylvie. Thank you all for coming. It's a great pleasure to have you all here, and it's really, really nice to see you in person, Minister, and thank you so much for making the time for us. And really and truly, we want to congratulate the graduates. That's why we're all here today, and to welcome the new starters of the Academy. As Sylvie mentioned, we started this 9 years ago, and it was really so small enough that it was myself and Sylvie and nearly every single class. And I suppose a testament to the people that we have in the company, that we now have the 2 ladies here delivering the Academy themselves. We would like to thank Colin Pillen as well, who's here with us. He structured the Academy and brought it to the next level from where me and Sylvie humbly started 9 years ago. And it's only going to get bigger and better. And from 5 people that we had in the beginning, we have 14 graduates today, and we have 22 new participants. So in Neylons, the biggest investment that we've ever made and will continue to make is the people that we have. That's our most valued asset. And I know that Sylvie is very humble and said he only had the idea, but it takes so much more to that, because a lot of people have great ideas, but they don't put the money, the structure, the time, the energy to actually bring it to life. And we have done that. So we will continue just at the end to say a few more thank you to everyone that made today happen. But for now, just to officially open the offices, we would like to thank Claudio Murareo. He's, I cannot see him, but he's here. Claudio project managed huge jobs for us, a lot bigger and a lot more expensive than our head office, but I think by far this was the most stressful one because everyone had different opinions, ideas, deadlines, and color picking and everything else. So late phone calls, early Mondays, walks around. So we just really want to thank him so much for everything that he did and for not getting annoyed with us in the end. So really thank you, Claudio, for everything. It's an absolute gorgeous office. And we'll all just go outside, if possible, just for the minister to congratulate Claudia and to officially open the offices. And then we'll come back in here and minister will have a short speech and then our ladies will present to the graduates.
Do you want to come this side as well?
I'm going to apologise for being late because I'd say you were all out here first and I didn't arrive on time, so you went inside. So that's why you had to come back out. So I apologise. It's all my fault. So with that, I want to wish every success to your headquarters here and thank you for choosing East Galway and keeping it in my constituency, but also keeping business in rural Ireland alive. So I thank you so much for that and I wish you every success. Here's to Neylons.
A little bouquet of flowers.
You got it right.
afternoon again, everybody. And thank you for taking time out to be here with us this afternoon to celebrate a very important milestone in Neylons. And thank you, Sylvie, so much for the invite here this afternoon. I think what Neylons demonstrates to me, and he said it in his core opening speech, and Maria Salva said it as well, people, it's all about people. And when you invest in people, everybody reaps the rewards. The management themselves, the fellow employees, but then also who they contract the work to. When you put people at the centre. And as I was driving into Galway today, we had a fantastic day today in the announcements in relation to investment in healthcare. And I got out of the car, Sylvie goes to me, have you anything for me? I go, we have a few announcements coming along the way, all right. So we've invested fundamentally in healthcare today. We got the Cancer Care Centre put on the capital plan for the design and the feasibility. So now at least we have an all-on-campus approach for healthcare in Galway Hospital. We announced the, as we call it, the clinic. Let me get this right now. We're going to do our 96-bedded out in Merlin Park, but we're also putting in the piece in the middle so as we can kick people off the waiting list. And Galway has become one of those, and that's in Merlin Park, so it's acute, it becomes acute. So the expansion in healthcare today has been phenomenal. But it goes back to it again. That hospital only will be as good as the people that we invest in, that we train in, that we work with our universities. And it is right from management all the way down. And as I was travelling in today, I was talking about I needing to address children who need assessment of needs. And I made a statement the other day in the Dáil saying, like, if we can't do it within the HSC, we just have to go out to the privates and work with the privates to do it. We can't have people waiting. And a particular company rang me up and they said, yeah, we have a building here and we have a building there and we can do this. I said, no. I said, I'm not into buildings. If you have buildings, that's great. But I said, have you the people? Have you the OTs, the physios, the speech and language? Have you invested? Can you recruit? Are you attractive? And they go, yeah, we have all those, but we also have the buildings. I said, no, can you scale up? Can you scale up? And he goes, yes. And he says, we can go nationwide. And I said, no, tell me where you are. And he goes, I'm in Kildare and I'm in Mullingar. And I said, yeah, two of our biggest longest waiting lists. I said, can you get the people? Can you make it attractive? What have you got that the others haven't got at this moment in time? He says, yes, we can scale up. I said, yes, as long as you can invest in people, can you make it attractive for them to work with? Can you do flexible? And that's wonderful about Neylons as well, that there's more women managers than there is men. So we understand flexibility. And I compliment Neylons on that because that's the agile approach that's why we need to be at the table. That's why there needs to be women around the table. We see it in a different way, and that's okay because he was looking at from the buildings point of view and I'm looking at from the people point of view. Have we the skill sets? Can we give the flexible? Can we make it attractive? And when you do those core values that you have invested in over years, Sylvie, in all of your staff, and hence, that's why you have 1,500 people nationwide. That's why there's more women. That's why you do inclusive employment, including everybody on the spectrum, from disabilities right the way through. That is what the private sector has always been doing. That's why it frustrates me in the public sector. We fail to do that. That we fail to think about the women on the boards. We fail to think about the women around the table. We fail to think about the alternative voices. And we fail to include all abilities around the table. Because when you're looking at all abilities, you're catering for the general population. Because that's what it is. And that is when Sylvie asked me to come today to say a few words. You're very fortunate, those of you who are part of the graduate and the executive graduate company, and to have come through the training programme, because the opportunities have been given and afforded to you in employment. I would never have left Bank of Ireland 6 or 7 years ago if I could have had that opportunity. At 40 years of age, there was no opportunities for me within Bank of Ireland in East Galway. That is why I made the move to go into politics. And I pivoted at 40, so you could say I was a bit of a late developer into politics. I'd never been in politics before. I went because there was opportunities. I went because I thought I could make a difference. I went because I thought there was a need for an alternative voice at the table. That's what you have here. That's the platform. That's the structure. That's what needs to be applauded, and that's why it keeps growing. And that's why you have a headquarters now back in East Galway, because you'll never forget your roots when you come with those values. And I think myself and Sylvie Neal have similar ideological core values. And when you have core values and you don't deviate from them, you can deliver and you can meet the needs of. And that's why I'm in politics. Like, it's hard to believe at 40 I went because management hadn't that structure to excel, to progress, to be part of the bigger table, to actually be able to see that the people coming into the bank in Portumna, the people coming into the bank in Lockyer, in Ballinasloe, whereas where I finished, not everybody could read. Having a pass card was difficult. Trying to remember your 4 PIN numbers was difficult. But it is important to recognise the diversity of your customer base. It's important to recognise the needs of your customer base and to respond to, and not to pigeonhole everybody into the one category. That's what Neylons is about. Diversification, inclusion, and listening to and responding to the needs. And with 1,500 staff and retaining 1,500 staff in a very competitive marketplace at the moment, where we have 2.6 million people employed, the lowest we've ever had, and opportunities coming, because Ireland is an attractive place, aside from the housing and all of that. It's an attractive place for FDIs to invest in. It's an attractive place because we have a skill set. It's an attractive place because there is opportunities to scale up. So when you hear them talking about the Dexicon, which is only down the road, 10 miles down the road, we have Dexicon. That site is a 240-acre site that Apple, or that IDA would have invested in years ago. What that now means is the synergy of employment that's going to go around that 1,000 jobs. And when I was talking to them, so it is all to do with diabetes and type 1 diabetes, but they've already moved on to the digital piece. So we'll have technology companies coming in around the watches and how we can progress that. So it's going to be a medical technical hub that's going to be out of Athenry. So the opportunities, yet again, good workforce, good employment, good education. And we have a great record in education here in Ireland, but also in East Galway. When you look at 2,000 kids going to secondary school, we have brilliant schools here. There's brilliant schools everywhere. There isn't one you could fault across the county. But then it's the next level when you get into employment. Employers offering you the opportunity to actually feel part of, to make that difference, to be part of the thought process and knowing where your direction and you can pivot to. That's really, really important. And as Minister for Disabilities, we're just after doing the decision support services in the last month. The legislation is finally passed through. The decision support services is now up and running. So we've abolished the wards of court, but as part of that, we also made that persons with disability and employers and the state, we're gone from a 3% inclusion rate to 6% by 2025. And we are a really long way to travel on that, because we're the second worst in Europe for doing inclusion. And I fault the state, because when I go into my department, when I look at other departments, are we hitting our 3%? Are we hitting our 6%? No, we're not. And why aren't we? Because we need to make it more inclusive. We need to have more accommodation works done. And we also need to listen to employers. And what Danny McCoy from IFAC tells me is that if you want persons with disabilities to participate in the workforce, you need to ensure that we don't be so rigid in setting the hours. We need to listen to the individuals. Yes, we need to reduce it from 21 hours, but we need to bring it back to 15. That's 5 days, 3 hours a day, or it's 2 half days. But we need to ensure that people are included, because that diversification adds real value, because you need the needs. So that's a little bit about myself. For any of you who didn't know about it, I ended up in politics at 40, and I'm still going. I believe in the core value piece. The core value piece to me is the person at the centre. I was going into the chamber yesterday, and Micheál Martin turned around, he seen me coming behind him, and he goes, "Here comes trouble." And that's not a bad thing to have either, because that means you push boundaries. That means you're testing it. That means that the person is at the centre. And to me, being elected, and to me representing East Galway, my constituents are at the centre, and the diversity of the person at the centre. So whether it's a business, or whether it's an individual with health needs, whether it's a school that needs an expansion, Once you're keeping people at the centre, you know you're doing the right thing. It's a contract between me and the people. It's no different to Sylvie, the CEO, having a contract between themselves and their employees, and the contract the employees as they go forward between them and who they are contracted to work for. And once that contract of trust is in place, and once you can deliver on that and you believe in each other, the job gets done. It always gets done. Sometimes it might be slower than some would wish, but once you keep it at the centre, that to me is the value. That's the core, that's the trust, and that's to me what Sylvie Neylon and Neylon's company breathes in. I see Oisin out there. Oisin doesn't remember me too well, but back in the day, Oisin would have come to the childcare facility that I managed. He was about the same age as my son, believe it or not. I managed a childcare facility for 3 years during the downturn in the economy. My husband said to me, God rest him, one day he turned and he says, Anne, I think you need to get out, because you'll find it hard to say no. And he was right. So I went up the road to a childcare facility that actually we had got funding. I had been the chair of the board, I'd stepped back, but we had got funding. We got funding in Portumna of €1.5 million. But it was that skill set that we were missing to float the ship, that it needed somebody at the top. So I put myself forward and I stood back. I had asked Bank of Ireland for 3 turns to give me a career break each time my children were born. I just needed probably about an extra 3 months or 6 months. The first time when Firk was born, it was refused. The second time when Quiva was born, they actually brought me back earlier off my maternity leave. They attracted me back to Portumna, but which meant I had to leave work from my maternity leave at 4 months. And when Avian was born, I didn't take any extra because the need was so great. But the lack of flexibility on the other side wasn't there. So anyways, I went to manage a childcare facility for 3 years during the downturn in the economy. And that's where I met Oisin. I met him last Sunday at the golf club as well. And I was able to do the full circle. And so delighted to see you, Oisin. But it's amazing, the circle of life, the circle of work, the circle of friendship is born through with commitment, trust and ownership. So Sylvie, thank you for all of this morning, and thank you for having me, and apologies for putting you in.
We'll just have a little thank you for you, just for coming out. The ladies that will introduce the graduates. Sorry for keeping your nerves on the edge, but you'll be over soon.
Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for joining us. And we're going to have to do an incredible speech after that one, Anne. So, anyway, we'd like to begin by thanking our colleagues, Kevin. Yeah, you, Kevin. Alexandra, Martina, and Kaylee for delivering their modules and helping us with the Academy. We really appreciate it. And a special thank you to LOD for all the work that you do and the support that you give us with the Academy. So, yeah, we'd really like to say thank you. And to the graduates, we've really thoroughly enjoyed getting to know all of you and observing your progress over the year.
Good management starts by building up good relationships, and this year Academy has successfully accomplished this.
We are confident that the skills, you're smiling, we're confident that the skills you've developed will enhance your career path and also will help you in all levels of your personal life and, as I said, your career path and professional life.
It has been a huge privilege to have each of you in the class. I hope you have enjoyed as much as we did. Thank you for your patience, and please pay attention to the following.
Well done.
we did, so congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations, guys. Well done.
We would like now to start by introducing the graduates, and we would like to invite Vlad Moldovan. Vlad has joined Neylons 3 years ago, and due to his management skills and work dedication, he stepped in as admin support for operation in West region. He is a very hard-working person. His dedication and optimism is contagious, and it was a pleasure to have you in the class. Vlad, congratulations and well done.
Hi, I want to start by telling you how grateful I am for being here today. When I started my journey with Neylons, I didn't know that it was going to be the best journey ever. Being part of the Neylons team taught me that no matter how many times you fail, as long as you get up and keep going, you already won. When I started to work with this company, I didn't know what is a leader. But after I was chosen to be part of the academy, I realized that a leader is not the person who orders, but is the person who helps others to find solutions to their problems. Here I learned that a great team is made by great people, and I'm happy to be part of this team. A manager always deals with a lot of problems, and sometimes it's hard to solve them because we need help. But here in Neylons, we always get as much support as we need. Leadership is the capacity to translate vision into reality, and that's what Sylvie managed to do. He is the best example for all of us on how to keep going no matter what. Sylvie is very good at attracting great people, especially Maria Sava, as she is the glue that keeps the company together. I've never met anyone as humble and calm as her. She told me how important it is to respect people, because what respect you are willing to offer, that's the respect you'll get back. Maria helped me to see the importance of teamwork, because for every problem I had, she helped me to find a way to solve it. And then I understood that this is what a team does. I will never forget the day when I had the academy interview and I met Sandra Ribner and Anka Choloka. They helped me a lot to discover most of my skills and develop myself. I want to thank them for making me believe in myself and for teaching me how to be a good leader. A small piece of advice for the new class. Don't mess with Sandra, guys. The academy helped me to discover a lot of skills, but the most important skills that I developed are communication skills and how to deal with different types of personalities. If you are determined to learn, no one can stop you. And I'm happy that our company gives us such an opportunity to learn and to perform. In the academy, we have the best teachers who are always there to help us. I respect all the people who work hard with me and who are part of my development. I appreciate all your dedication and for taking the time to teach us how to be good leaders. You are the living proof that with a lot of work and dedication, we can reach our goals. To be part of the academy for me was a goal that you helped me to reach it. I hope in the future I will be able to return all the help that you have given to me. Thank you.
Now we can invite up Lita Cremina. She is the maintenance coordinator in Liffey Park in Leixlip in Dublin. Congratulations.
Hello everyone. As we said, my name is Lita. I came to Ireland 15 years ago for a short holiday. But in the meantime, I found Ireland to be my home, so I never came back. But well before that, when I was a little girl, my mom always used to say to me, no one can take away the only thing that you learn. So when I was nominated and accepted to the Neylons Academy for growth, I was very grateful for this given opportunity. This past year was a wonderful journey, and I can't still believe it's over. I had a chance to meet many new and interesting people. I had a chance to hear many inspirational stories, and I learn a lot too. I worked hard to improve myself. Academy helped me with my communication skills and a lack of confidence. Well, I given you a speech that is proof. Every month we learn a new module. I see each of a module as a small little jigsaw puzzle piece. When you have only one of it, it's nothing much you can do with it. But when you have them all, you see the whole picture. And now I have them all. I want to say thank you to my boss, Tom Kavanagh, for full support he gave me, not only this past year, but since I become member of his team. He always had those 5 minutes to spare, no matter how busy he was. And I learn a lot from him. I'm sure I will learn more, but one thing I will keep in mind. You don't need to know everything, you just need to know someone who does. But the most grateful, of course, I am for each and one of you who are involved to make this academy happen, as I believe it's a hard work. I see this as a great opportunity for every in-house person, that little push you need. Special thank you goes to Sandra and Anka for the time and effort they put into this. It's great. Academy wouldn't be the same without you two. And for sure I can say, Neylons do put the people where the heart is. To the new students, keep in mind this year will go as fast as a blink of an eye, and you will be standing here giving your speeches. Good luck to you all. Take the academy seriously and you will enjoy every little bit of it. Well, I will finish talking as there is many of my colleagues who are eager to give their speeches. So thank you all and enjoy the day.
I would like to invite now Ali Moreshan. Ali is with us for a year now, and he is the facility manager for 2 places in Cork. Please, Ali, you're more than welcome to join me here. His colleagues describe Ali as being a good leader, very responsible, and paying attention to details. Also, it's a person that you can count on. Ali, congratulations and well done.
I've been told I'm not allowed to dance, so I'll try to do my best. For the ones that don't know me, my name is Ali Mureshan, and I'm currently the site manager for SMA Cork, where I landed by a chance given to me by Mihai Moldovan. When Mihai contacted me, I thought this was just another proposal that would go nowhere. And I assumed he thought the same. But at the same time, I was intrigued by the opportunity and the chance given to me. I will take this opportunity to thank him for this chance. I accepted the provocation and the challenges that come with the new role, mostly to prove myself and to test my limits. With this came another dare, the Academy. When I thought I'm done with education, Neylons Academy showed me there is more to be learned, and thanks to a dynamic group of people, I did just that. Thank you to all those involved in teaching us during the Academy. I am a believer in chances, I am a believer in the 1%, and I also believe it's never too late, and especially never too late, to improve yourself. But graduation is not an end goal itself. It is instead a continuation of learning and developing yourself. Life is a journey, and all accomplishments we achieve during its course should be taken as a starting point for further achievements. I am seeing this as a launching point to even greater opportunities, with the condition to believe in yourself, believe in your chances, and believe in education. Sky is the limit if you don't curtail yourself. And we don't have to stop here. The graduation has already shown us how capable we are of accomplishing our goals when we commit ourselves to them. Take this personal accomplishment as an example how anything is truly possible when you put your mind to it. I must admit, I had the opportunity to be surrounded by beautiful, smart, and honest people who believed in me. And I want to thank them for being there for me when I need them most, and giving me all the support needed to be here with all of you celebrating this achievement. Kudos to all present here today. Enjoy life. Don't let anybody tell you where your limit is. And for the next class, I wish you to have part of the same journey to the roads of learning and education. Enjoy every moment because it's unique. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now I'd like to invite up Elizabeth Buricic. And Elizabeth is our care coordinator in Sisters of Mercy Stellenbosch in Galway. She's a hardworking young lady, and congratulations. Very proud of you.
Good afternoon. Everything is possible if you put your mind to it. I came to Ireland not expecting to be in this position because I didn't think it's possible without a college degree. I learned a lot in academies about reading people. This helped me to understand different personalities, strengths and weaknesses. In knowing this, it helped me to improve working relationships with my colleagues and staff. Because of this course, my confidence grows in self-belief in my own abilities. Working for Neylons, I find a lot of inspiration in many people who supported me to move up the ladder in the company. I'm honored to work for a company who appreciate and acknowledge hard work. Thank to Neylons and staff for advancing my career. I'm grateful to Neylons for all the opportunities and trust they have put in me. It was great learning and skills. Doing this course has opened new opportunities for me. I thank Sandra for inviting me to be part of this Academy for Growth. I would also like to say thank you to Kevin, Sandra, Danka, Martina, Alexandra, for sharing your knowledge, your experience, and your time with us. I'm grateful, and I know I learned a lot. To my old colleagues, I want to say thank you for your support. For the class 2024, I wish you all the best. Thank you.
We would like to invite next Beata Utsida. She's a clinic supervisor in NUIG in Galway. Beata is an example for her colleagues. She made great efforts during the academy. She overcome all the challenges, and we are happy to see a more confident Beata. Beata, very well done, and we are very proud of you. Congrats.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you to Anka. When I began to think what I should say today, I discovered that the overall experience was something I could talk about for hours. I have gained so much knowledge and life skills that I know will help me in my work environment from day to day. So in summary, I began making notes about all the advices I would like to share with you and about all of the many topics I wish to cover today. Then a friend reminded me about the fate of the famous Greek philosopher Socrates. Socrates was very intelligent, but he gave long speeches, and his friends killed him. Since I am no Socrates, nor do I want to end up like him, I will be brief and to the point. My journey with Neylons started on October 4, 2021, a date you might be surprised that is still so vivid in my memory. The loss of the contract of my previous employee and the thought of change was overwhelming for me. With change, there is always the unknown. But Kevin Glennon guided me through the process, and I am grateful for the opportunity he presented to me, which is why I am here today. I am so happy to be a part of today's event, and I'm so grateful to have worked under Kevin leadership. Not only you are a good boss, but you are also an amazing person. You have given me the opportunity for professional growth and recommended me to join Neylons Academy. This course is not like any standard course. Its content is of the highest level. This course ensures that new, existing managers, team leaders and supervisors have the right skills which are essential for a successful business. It has helped me to take my leadership skills to the next level. I am now familiar with skills required to ensure staff retention. I am now more confident in my work environment, which helps me to motivate, delegate, and organize my team more efficiently. With my years of experience, I was surprised at how much I still could learn. I would like to thank Anka and Sandra who ran this training course. They opened my mind during every training lesson and helped me to better understand my colleagues and other employers. They were so passionate about their work. Now I share their passion for learning and educating myself. To the new class, all I can say, listen and engage to become a better person. The Academy is a journey that everyone should take. And to my classmates who are graduating with me today, I can't wait to see your accomplishments in the future. I'm sure that graduating today is not the last step of our careers within this company. Thank you so much for this invitation.
Thank you. Now we'd like to invite Adelia O'Brien. She's the Director of Nursing in the Holy Family of Bordeaux in Newbridge, and you'll see what an intelligent, fun lady she is. Congratulations.
Well, I wasn't nervous until now. Good afternoon. Hello, everybody. My name is Delia, and I'm sure you must be wondering, what is a woman of my mature years doing taking part in Academy for Growth? Well, my answer is, 'cause I can! Okay, well, I've been working away in the Holy Family Convent since 2015. I was happy working away, minding my own business, when my predecessor, she informed us her intention to tender her resignation. But prior to her departure, she cajoled, she pleaded, she begged. Couple that with numerous, countless decades of the rosary that were said by the sisters in the community. Well, I figured that they had a little bit of faith in me. Maybe I'll give it a try. Well, it wasn't long before I realised it was no easy journey. I was going to need some help. And that's where, when chatting to my site manager, Razvan, I decided I'm going to have to need a bit of help here. Maybe a management course would be the thing for me. And it was through his advice and his intercession that he perhaps suggested that maybe the Academy for Growth would be something I'd be interested in. Well, I'd be very happy to say that thankfully I was considered a successful candidate. Well, adapting to a new role is never an easy task. There's so much I didn't know, so much I had to learn, and yet self-doubt was always just bubbling beneath the surface. So that's where the Academy really spoke to me. So the confidence and the experience that I have gained is going to follow me in every avenue of my life, whether that be in a professional or a personal life. I say I've gained so much confidence, I've gained insight, pride in myself and what I do, those I work with and those I work for, and in those that I represent. I recognise the symbiotic nature that we all have with one another. And of course, every day is a school day. So I learned through the academy to conduct myself in a professional, respectful manner, at all times with dignity and integrity. Go into the toilet, you'll see that written, integrity. And so now to revert back to that original statement, why, as a woman of my mature years, I have learned through the academy that being a member of this team, that together we can all set our minds to and achieve all our tasks that attested to us. Thank you.
You were a brilliant speaker. Inspirational.
So I'm back again. So now I'm inviting up Mr. Kevin Doherty. He is the head of security in Roche and a gentleman, and it was a pleasure to have him in the academy. Now, thoroughly embarrassed him. He can do his speech. Congratulations.
Good afternoon. I am the head of security in Roche Ireland Remediation Project with Clare Castle. Delighted to say I'm a member of the Neylons Facility Management Company team. When I was approached and asked to troop over from my previous employer to Neylons when they won the contract for Roche, I wasn't sure about it. Then Sylvie Neylon came to the site one day and spoke with me about his company and told me about the opportunities that would be made available to me while working for them. I wasn't sure, but after listening to Sylvie, I thought it sounded like a good move, so I decided to give it a go. When I then started with Neylons, I found there was even more than what I had heard. I immediately discovered how much the management team support the boots on the ground. At no time was I ever in a position where I felt I was alone, even when I was on my own. If you needed help or just had a question, there was always somebody on the other end of the phone to offer you assistance and to reassure you. This makes all the difference to any employee when you know you have backup. For some reason, the Neylons management saw something in me and offered me the great opportunity to take on the Neylons Academy. Again, I wasn't sure. It's been 25 years since I was in the classroom. With some encouraging words and a gentle nudge from my manager, Mr. Mihai Moldovan, I saw the light and decided I'd give it a go. And this was the right decision. With the tutelage of our ever-wise and wonderful professors, Sandra and Anka, I have found I enjoy the classroom again and embrace the learning experience. Don't get me wrong, it's no picnic. I am Neylon FMC's best decision, and I hope to prove this to the company by using what I have learned in the classroom in my career on a daily basis. Thank you.
And now I'd like to invite up Catherine Kernan. She is a carer working in MMM. Congratulations, Catherine.
Hello everyone. I hope everyone is having a good time and enjoying themselves. Thank you to everyone for attending our graduation. I would like to welcome the new students for next year's academy. You're about to have a truly wonderful year. I hope you have a great experience. Firstly, I would thank my manager Johnny for having faith in me and giving me the amazing opportunity to experience the many wonderful things we learned this year in the academy. I am very grateful he provided me with this opportunity. I would also like to thank Sister Chris, Libby, Helen and all the sisters in the Medical Missionaries of Mary Convent for being so supportive of me the last year, and to all the girls in the clinic for helping me to attend the academy by moving our shifts around. You have all been amazing. Secondly, I would like to thank Sandra and Anka. They were very patient and supportive and had a lot of faith in our ability to succeed in the academy. I learned so much from the two of them and I grew through what they taught us in this year in ways I could never imagine. I will continue to grow and learn even more with the tools they provided me, as I will continue to put them to good use in the workplace and in my personal life. My new favourite word is pitfalls. I learned to use this as a tool from Anka. I use the sword in every situation I'm in now to prevent bad outcomes and to be prepared for when there is one. Always have a plan B. I would also like to thank Elodie for always being there for us to answer our many questions and for being very supportive and patient. Thirdly, I would like to thank the wonderful students that I had the pleasure of learning with every month. They are absolutely wonderful, supportive group of people, and it was a pleasure learning new things with you. It was always a fun, pleasant experience, and I will miss our classes together. When I came to the Forest Academy class, I was so nervous and I had no idea what I was getting myself into. I was ready to run for the hills as I had absolutely no faith in myself. I thought to myself, they made a mistake putting me here to learn with such experienced people who are managers and supervisors. I was just a carer, still finding my feet in my workplace. Looking back at that person now, I barely know her. Through the academy, with the tools that Sandra and Anka taught us, I have grown so much. I expect more of myself and set myself goals continuously, and I am achieving them every day, all the time, in my workplace and in my personal life. I no longer say, can I get this done? I say, I will get this done. It is an amazing feeling of accomplishment. Sandra has taught me to have so much faith in myself through self-worth and confidence. Because of the tools she gave me to help work on this, I had the confidence to walk into a gym and solo class by myself, to push through and to succeed. So far, in 4 months, I have lost 19 pounds, and I will continue to lose more and reach my goal by the end of the year. Sorry. She'll kill me if I don't. Lastly, I would like to thank my mum, my husband and 2 amazing children for being there for me through all of this. They have been so patient, supportive and never once doubted me. I am incredibly lucky to have you all. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you to everyone for letting me be a part of this year's Academy, and I hope you have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Kathy, and we are very proud of you. Really well done. We would like to invite now Lucas Kasla, which is admin support for East, and he is a very valued member of the team. It is a pleasure to have you, Lucas, in Neylons team, and it was a pleasure to have you in the class. Congratulations on that.
Hi everybody, I'm very happy to be here today with you all, and I hope you are enjoying this moment. We, the students, we are a group of individuals with different backgrounds, personalities and goals. However, we all attend the classes with the common purpose of learning and growing professionally and personally. I want to start reflecting on what we have learned over the past months, as we have covered a lot of ground in the classes. We learned not only about different aspects of the business and management, but also people. I'm very into psychology and human behavior, so the most interesting to me was naturally the classes about all different types of personalities. I think that word-wise, there is no need to explain how valuable the knowledge acquired is. This type of knowledge is something one can use in every situation of their lives. Learning how to interact with people in an assertive manner will not only bring professional results, but it will also make us better people to our family, friends, and anyone we interact with. Being assertive for me is above all listening to people and interacting with them with honesty and the intention of being fair and reasonable. From my first contact with Neylons staff, one thing that clearly got my attention was how people in general are helpful, the way the company is well structured, and the opportunities for growth are, and they are all reflection of a good leader with an intelligent mind. I would like to conclude thanking Sylvie for offering me the opportunity to enroll in the course. Cyprian, he's not here and he's on holidays, for offering me a new role. Maria and the directors for recently approving a health and safety course to me. The teachers and all the supporting staff, my colleagues for always being engaged, helpful and friendly to one another. And I wish you all good luck in your careers, in your personal lives. Thank you.
Now we'd like to invite Gina Riley. She works in the Sisters of Mercy Art Breed in Castle Bar and is a supervisor there. Congratulations. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I just want to say I'm delighted to work for a company that has come from a business that started with one man's idea out of nowhere in 2004, and he has grown into a national and international business with over 1,500 and growing. Well done, brilliant. This time last year I sat where you are now and I was wondering what am I doing here with all these suits. Get me out of here. But through the guidance and the support that we got from our great tutors, I'm delighted I made the move, and I just gained so much confidence, and thanks to you both. I have a great manager in Serban. He is just brilliant. He never hesitated. I'm sure those days he thought, God, she's coming again. But he never hesitated. He's always helped me through, and thanks, Serban. It's very good. To Sandra and Anka, you kept us all going. You kept us together. You helped us through the course. Thanks very much. That wasn't always easy. I really appreciate that the board has invested in the academy and in us to achieve what we can achieve to the best of our ability. To my classmates, congratulations, we made it through, we got there in the end. And to next year's class, I'd just like to say, embrace it all, take it all in, learn as much as you can, and just enjoy the year, because it flies by in the heartbeat. And what I'd say to you is just let the tutors believe in you until you can believe in yourself. And the last thing I'm just going to leave you with, in Kevin's class, he had said to us, if you're not willing to learn, no one will help you, but if you're determined to learn, no one can stop you. Thanks very much.
We would like to invite now Maya. Maya, she is the South Regional Manager, and she is described by her colleagues by being the bubble of joy, bringing a positive nature in the office. And we can rely with that because she was always smiling and always being positive in the class. So Maya, really well done and congratulations.
Hello everyone. As a busy mom, I was trying to give my daughter all the things that I didn't have in my life. To teach her how to be strong and independent. But most importantly, to set a good example for her. Since Accent integrated with Neylons, I have had so much support. I was excited to be nominated for the Academy. I remember thinking last year when I was here on the stage that it is a privilege to be here. But it's more than that. I think Neylons was the change I needed in my life. I want to say truly that I feel extremely honored to be here with all of you. The first thing I remember learning was to listen and observe body language. It helps at work. You can tell a lot from how people sit, stand, when you're talking to them. The first thing I remember was to listen and observe body language. It helps at work. You can tell a lot from how people sit, stand when you're talking to them. I learned that as a leader, everyone watches you. It is important to set an example for them to show how important it is to be fair, and that words are extremely powerful. I learned different types of behavior. Helped me a lot at work and in everyday life. I learned how to protect myself, to be mentally strong, how to be assertive, and to not get stressed about problems that are present today, because they're gone tomorrow. Every day I see the colors, blue, amber, red and green in people's personalities. I observe myself every day, which allows me to discover and get myself and people around me more. I've learned that not all colors are bad. It depends on what kind of situation you are in. Anka and Sandra, thank you so much for the effort you put into the teaching us. Thank you for the opportunity for personal development. On the road to success, there is always we, not me. I thought I can alone achieve things. No, there is always people who are standing behind me. To everyone in Cork office, Mihai, Cloud, Jonut, Janice, Kaylee, Chloe, thank you so much for all your support. Thank you that you are always there for me. Kaylee and Chloe, thank you so much for answering my thousands of questions, and I promise there are many more ahead. And lastly, to the future students, remember, leave your fear at home. Believe that if you really want something, you can achieve it. Challenge yourself every day. But if one day you will feel weak, that's okay too. If you feel like you are not good at something, just to think, there are a million things you are also great at. Work on your weakness, don't be afraid to fall, get up, learn from your mistakes, and don't make them again. Good luck, and enjoy every minute, because we only live once, and life is for a living. Thank you.
We'd like to invite Andrew Freehill. He can't wait to come up. Regional Technical Manager, really great guy, and a bit of a class clown in the academy. Great guy. Congratulations, Andrew.
Hi there. Thanks for coming and putting up with us. I want to thank Claudia and Kevin, boss, manager. Without you, I wouldn't be here, so thank you. You're good men and good, I shouldn't say friends, but good comrades and good people to work with, so thank you very much. It felt like I've been a fitter technician for years, and you know, I knew I wanted a change or a challenge or something, couldn't really define it. I went back to school, done a bit of a management course, energy management degree. Thought I had something, happened to meet Neylons, just kind of came together. So Kevin put out this whole idea of real family values in a company, and it caught me, you know. It has come true. I actually can't believe that this family feeling is actually within the company, especially as big as this. Now it's obviously coming down from the top, and that's a great thing. So thank you. I came on board with that, and you know, the academy was proposed, and a bit cynical of me, I thought, another work course, you know, just get it over with. But look at the two girls here, they opened my eyes big time, you know. I was in shock, I think, for about 3 or 4 weeks. And I really don't think I knew much about relationships or communication or anything in my past, I won't say many years, but before this, and the experience and the knowledge that two girls has, and it's the delivery, it's not just maybe somewhere else, it might have been the same stuff and I wouldn't have taken it, but the way they made me feel included and part of it is fantastic. But two perfect people for this job. You know, I just want to say, there's a communication thing, you know, and I used to kind of communicate on two levels. I think, one was, that short, abrupt, and the other is the other extreme, I've learned something from the two girls in the academy, that there's a whole big wave in between. And I needed to learn that. I didn't know it in dealing with people and stuff. So it's a colossal amount to learn, but I'm so happy and glad that I've been involved, and I'm kind of proud of myself for sticking with it and getting into it. But I have to give the two girls credit for putting up with me. Like there's a couple of people. There's Martina in the office. She's been phenomenal. There's the whole group here. The back office. I just want to say that because sometimes we don't, and I think it's fantastic the way we call them up. It's professional, but they're so courteous and so helpful. So kudos to the whole company for having this bag and making me feel welcome. And as I say, if I was to walk away or get booted out in the morning, I'm taking a big chunk of what the girls gave us here for myself, for my own life. So, thank you.
We would like to invite now Catherine Sangla. Catherine, she is clinic supervisor in one of the largest contracts that we have in Dublin, in Heritage Medical Clinic. She is a very hard-working person, and very quickly she has gained her manager and the client respect. Catherine, we are very proud of you. Congratulations and really well done.
Thank you so much for the introduction. Good afternoon, everyone. I really appreciate for giving me this opportunity to speak to the wonderful people who are attending graduation today. To our instructors, thank you for the time and patience to explain the topic clearly and understandable for us. To our teachers, Sandra Riegler and Alka Chiloka, I want to acknowledge how much you've done with us. To the honesty and giving advice about my talking too fast. Now I am practicing more slowly, clear, and understandable. And relax. For the constructive criticism that benefits us all, because it keeps us more focused and interested with all the modules. To Anka, I sincerely applaud you for telling me to go and do this academy. You encouraged me so much. You didn't force me. You and Delia have supported me all through this. To my manager, Delia Gogu, you are a wonderful person to work with. I'm beyond grateful for trusting me to give me this opportunity to become supervisor. I can tell you that I never regret taking this step. These big steps from walking to the floor for moving to the role of a position as a supervisor. Thank you for the never-ending support, time, and motivation you showed to the team. To my colleagues in the Hermitage, without you all, I would not be able to manage this. To my husband, who's not here, who is always with me through thick and thin, who understands me on my down days. He has no choice. Your support means the world to me, and to my children who are my inspiration to all of this. What a wonderful 1 year. Attending this academy, I discovered myself to get know me more. I doubted myself before. No confidence at all. But this academy has given me more belief that to discover I have something to offer and to do and offer to Neylons company. After academy, it helped me to learn and deal with all the instances happening in the hospitals. to stand up and pressure to stand up and face the pressure in a calm way. To my fellow graduates, I know combining studying and working is not easy, but we did it. So congratulations to all of us and good luck to the new student. Key to success is to be committed to everything we do.
And lastly, but not least, I'm inviting up Marina Book. She is the site manager in Highfield Healthcare in Dublin. She's recently been promoted, so well done and congratulations.
Good afternoon, everybody. It is a big honor for me to be here today. Being part of Neylons Academy is one of the proudest moments in my life. When I was transferred to Neylons as part of TUPE staff, we didn't trust company on the beginning. We were worried for our future and for everything. But things just become better for us. We get more flexibility with our shifts and managers that support you in everything. From general operative that doesn't trust in company, I end up working as site manager for them, and I'm sure this is not where will I stop. The main reason why I put so much trust in this company is that they put focus on you like the person. Academy helped me to build my confidence and to improve my communication skills. Every day we meet different people. On Academy, I learned how to improve people skills and learn so many things about different fields like catering, procurement, health and safety, and facility management. Thank you to all managers involved to find time to introduce us with their area of work. Special thank you to our teacher Sandra Rittner, who taught us that there is no reason to be stressed about work and to prepare us for all challenges. Thank you Anka Chuloka to introduce Flex to us, to make it so simple and to help us organizing the roster and planning and to make audits without stress for staff. Thank you to great managers Linda Dignam, Delia Gogu and Andrea Bursuc for all your support during my progress in company. To my classmates, congratulations to all on finishing Academy for Growth and wishing you all the best in future work with company. To future participants of Academy, be proud on yourself because your work is recognized. And do not be afraid of new opportunities. Once again, thank you for the chance to be part of Neylons facility management. Looking forward to my journey with you.
Now Delia, Kevin and Lucas would like to say a few words together on behalf of the class.
Hello again, guys. We feel privileged to be here to deliver a thank you speech in the name of all Academy students. We have the honor of thanking a group of people who made a significant impact in our lives through their professional vision, knowledge, and dedication and guidance. We also want to express our gratitude to all of you who came here today to share this moment with us. Thank you.
Firstly, we would like to acknowledge that none of us would be here today without the insight, dedication and commitment of one man, that is Sylvie Neylon. Sylvie's mantra has always been putting people at the heart of what we do. And it is through this application of the mantra that we, the Academy of 2023, have had the privilege and the pleasure of getting to know and to meet some of the most finest and most formidable people involved with the Neylons facility management and its Academy for Growth, namely Sandra and Anka. Sandra, you have challenged us. You have asked us the hard questions and you've drawn from us answers that we didn't even know that we knew. Anka, you have such a wealth of knowledge, such a wealth that you impart with such effortlessness and make it interesting. How can we truly thank you enough? We sincerely thank you for your enthusiasm, your passion, dedication, attention to detail, and your guidance, instilling a confidence and a faith in ourselves. To all of the presenters of the various classes, the various modules, so that to be Alexandra, to Kaylee, can't see her there anymore, Martina, Kaylee, Martina, Kevin, Dan, who's not here, have I forgotten anyone? Kevin, was it Kevin, the second guy? And of course, not to forget Elodie, and of course Mihai, who on occasion might have got a phone call from me saying, help! So, we sincerely thank you all. We thank you for your sharing of your expertise in your specific fields. You truly enriched our experience, leading us to a truer understanding of being a member of the Neylons facility management team.
There was a phrase we came across during one of the modules in our course. That phrase is to raise the bar. Neylons facility management as a whole has raised the bar within the facility management industry, and they have done the same with their management. By providing the Neylons Academy to their staff, they are helping us to show our true potential and raise the bar both for ourselves and the company. Neylons facility management are showing the world how facility management should be taken on, and that is head first. On behalf of the class of 23, all our colleagues within the Neylons family, I would like to thank Sylvia and Maria, along with the board of directors, and especially our amazing tutors, Sandra and Anka, for the opportunity of joining an ever-evolving and groundbreaking company like Neylons, and for giving us all not just another job, but for giving us careers. Mulțumesc tuturor. And for now, class of 2023, school is out.
We would like to thank you for all organization and all your emails and support from all the class. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all very much. I have to say the experience is very humbling, and it's the same every year, and it really and truly reminds us why we do what we do and why we give everything to our jobs. It becomes a lot more than a job, and on our difficult days, this is what we remember, is us being together and what comes from the heart, and everything that happened here today comes sincerely from the heart, and it keeps us going for another 12 months. Thank you all very much, and I've already said that at the beginning, so and I don't want to thank people individually because I'm sure I'll forget somebody, so I really don't want to do that. Thank you very much, Minister, for coming. Thank you, ladies, Sandra and Anka. They mean a lot to us, and the simple fact that we trust them with delivering this for us, I think, says everything. Yeah, and thank you to the graduates. I'm looking forward to seeing you all in your sites, at your jobs in the next 12 months, and hopefully a lot more in person than it happened over the past 3 years. And looking forward to seeing all the new ones in the office, mostly now because we have the space where we can actually hold the academy together here. So looking forward to that. Thank you so much to everyone that presented the food, the great food that we had here. The chefs of Stella Maria, I think Mick is here, and thank you all of them. I know they were up very early this morning. Thank you, Maureen, for the gorgeous desserts that we got. And thank you, Adrian, as well. He put in a lot of work, and Diarmuid in the food. Mihai, as always, who's behind cameras, but his help means a lot. And Elodie, who's always very quiet, but does all of this in the background, all the organizing and making sure that we're all where we're meant to be at the time we're meant to be at. So thank you all for that. Thank you for all the guests that came here today. It really and truly means a lot to us. And every single person here didn't come here because they had nothing better to do. Every single person that came here today has a very, very busy schedule. And it means a lot to us that you took time out of your busy schedule to come, because there's nothing more important for us than the people that were here today. And I think Sylvie would like to conclude as well. Thank you, head office, for helping everyone here, for helping Elodie and helping all this setup and helping with the cleanup as well. This was a pleasant. This was a pleasant thank you. And the board of directors says thank you as well, and we're very sorry that 2 members couldn't be here today, but they had extremely valid reasons. Thank you all.
I just find it amazing when I hear all the graduates to get up and speak. It's mesmerizing, to be honest with you. And I can see now, and I see it every year, it's why we're able to grow the company so well. Because investing in people that's what we get back. Congratulations to you all again. I'm so proud of you, and I'm so proud of the company. So well done. Thank you, Ed. And special thanks here to Sandra and Anka. I didn't mention it earlier because I want to leave it until last. It's an extraordinary job that they do. I mean, we have people from the university here, and we have people from secondary schools and all of that, and these 2 ladies deliver this comprehensive academy to a group of people of all diverse backgrounds, nationalities, counties. We even had somebody from Cavan. But it's amazing. I mean, it's just from the very start, the very first interview that I heard, where I got the idea from, was Joe Schmidt in rugby, and it was only just, he mentioned that Leinster would be a very successful team because of their academy. They invested in the academy. And I just came back and mentioned it to Maria, and she asked me what was in the academy, and I tried to explain to her how you find people, you bring them in, you educate them, you put them in the right direction, and you'll see what you have. So I think we're a very unique product, and I don't wish to refer to people as a product, but we are selling a service, and that we have such a diverse group of people that are so well trained and motivated. It can only mean good for the future, and well done. Thank you all. And these are the 2 ladies, so thank you.
Sinead, come to the one.
Yes.
Thank you.